Talk to you however I like.
You cannot, because like that.
I am moving at a very high level in the city. The new act is going through Parliament now is going to make it possible for the City Council to make certain areas of a city unable to be busked in. That doesn't make city English. This will be one, and that will be another.
I think you should know that the ministry of this church is under threat. It's threatened by street musicians, buskers, if you like. In the last few years, they've been somewhat of an encroaching tide. Today, a street musician need do very little. He or she can just put on the music and let it fill the space. And I tell you that the situation is serious. Our space, this lovely space, is invaded and ministry compromised. And when I feel like this, I want to shout, I want to fight, I want to pull out their cables and break their microphones. But sorting things out, as we know all too well, means getting our hands dirty.
I was just in the Abbey listening to the choral service, and there was a busker playing outside who was playing reasonably quietly. You could just hear him in the Abbey, but it wasn't distracting from the service. And I thought it was very wrong of the bishop or the archdeacon or whoever was taking the service to stop the service abruptly by saying that he wasn't prepared to carry on and compete with the busker outside. From my point of view, I was in the middle of the Abbey and there was absolutely no competition whatsoever. You are in the Abbey and you concentrated on the service and not on the busker outside, who was playing very discreetly and quietly at the time.
In the summer, I went to another town in south of England. I went there because there's a very beautiful garden. I wasn't dressed as a vicar. I went just to enjoy myself in the afternoon. And there were two guys who... Well, actually, I think, does it matter that they were older people? I don't know. But there were a couple of guys who obviously enjoyed listening and playing 1940s jazz music. So the kit was set up and the backing track started. One had a trumpet, one had a clarinet. They didn't have to play very often because all the music was on the amplified CD, the backing track. They played occasionally. They played for 2 hours. And honestly, they ruined my life and ruined everybody else's for the afternoon. But for the people in the middle of my city, there's no liberty for bed and breakfast owners and restaurateurs and those who are their clients.
Okay, hi, this is Shelley from Seattle. My husband and I are traveling around England and we're enjoying it very much. We've come to Bath. We've been here 2 days. And both days we've come back to this beautiful courtyard and this beautiful abbey to listen to the wonderful, wonderful music we've been hearing. And during that time we sit in the cafe next to it and we order our meals and we order tea and we have an enjoyable time here. We've been to that same restaurant 3 times because we have access to this wonderful music. I love it. I can't understand why anybody would want to put an end to this. It's a real plus for your city.
Thank you.